Welcome back, everybody, to WagerTalk TV. It's Thursday, June 11th, and I have the Game 5 winner of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Carolina Hurricanes, who will entertain the Las Vegas Golden Knights in a series that's tied at 2-2. Is the money line or the total the way to go? Is the puck line for the game the way to go? I don't think any of those three are the best betting values on this game, but I will tell you what I believe is the best betting option, and it's a bet that every one of you would be able to get in at any legal sports book in the United States right now. Before I get to all the details and exactly how I arrived at that conclusion and why I think it's the best betting option, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, folks, which is WagerTalk TV, please take a second to do so. Hit that subscribe button. Be one of the 250,000 subscribers we currently have right here at WagerTalk TV. And for those of you who have subscribed, we appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, this channel doesn't survive, and the success of this channel doesn't continue. So we thank each and every one of you. For those who haven't, folks, it's absolutely free. So just hit that subscribe button. You'll be privy to some of the best sports betting experts in all the world right here at WagerTalk TV. Secondly, folks, if you would be kind enough to hit that like button, it goes a long way in showing a small token of appreciation for the work, time, and effort I put in to bringing you a quality free pick video each and every time I appear here on WagerTalk TV. So hit that like button. I'm trying to make you happy. You can make me happy the same way by just smashing that like button. All right, so right now, Carolina Hurricanes are anywhere from a money line favorite of -155 to -160. The total is either 6 or 6.5, depending on where you're looking at. So very important to shop your line if you like the total tonight, because we're looking at right now at DraftKings and FanDuel. The total in this game is 6, and at MGM and Caesars, it's 6.5. So if you like the over, you certainly want to go to DraftKings or FanDuel to get it at 6. And if you like the under, you certainly want to go to the other two options, which would be Caesars and MGM, and you can get that at 6.5. This series, like I touched upon on the top, has seen some crazy twists and turns. And let's just cover those real quickly, and it will explain why the conventional money line and total or puck line for the game isn't the best betting option for me or the best betting value in tonight's matchup. I mean, we saw game one, we saw Carolina jump out to an early 2-0 lead, only to blow that and lose game one 5-4 at home. And then in game two, it was looking dire for the Hurricanes until they scored 2 late goals to win that game 4-3 and overcome a 3-2 deficit and tie the series up at 1-1. Then game three back in Las Vegas, we saw the Golden Knights storm out to a 4-0 lead after 2 periods, only to see Carolina counter with 4 unanswered goals in the third period to tie it at 4. You would think Carolina's got all the momentum, right? Wrong, because Las Vegas ends up pulling it out. They get a lucky bounce and win in double overtime, 5-4, to take a 2-1 series lead. And then in game 4, Carolina jumps out to a 2-0 lead and then a 3-1 lead, and only to see Vegas rally to tie the game at 3 after 2 periods. And then Carolina scores a late goal to take a 4-3 lead and then adds an empty netter to come away with a 5-3 win in game 4 to knot the series up 2-2. And one thing to keep in mind is the Carolina power play here, absolutely anemic through their first 3 series, even though they dominated, winning 12 of those 13 games in the first 3 series. Their play at 5-on-5 was excellent. Their defensive play was excellent, and their goaltending was very good. However, that's not been the case from a defensive standpoint or a goaltending standpoint in the Stanley Cup Finals. And their power play, on the other hand, has turned it around and has been very good, and is a major reason why this series is still continuing. Because with their power play, if they continued to go at the rate they were going at through the first 3 series, this series probably would be over and Las Vegas would have swept it, but that's not the case. and the series is now 2-2. Now, let's get to the best betting option. I really did a deep dive on this, and this is what I came up with. You're looking at a Las Vegas team that was the best third period team in all the NHL during regular season action. How good were they in the third period during regular season action? The Golden Knights outscored their opponents by 47 goals in the third period of all the regular season games. So they were outstanding in that regard. However, they're just +2 in the third period in 17 postseason games. And a lot of that has to do with what has occurred in the third period of the last 3 games. The Carolina Hurricanes have outscored the Las Vegas Golden Knights in the third period of the last 3 games 9-1. And that's a very telling stat to look at. And it tells me that Carolina has got stronger as the game gone on. Conditioning may be a part of that. Experience may be another part of that. Although I think Vegas is more than experienced in that regard. But the fact of the matter is Carolina has been dominant in the third period of the last 3 games, outscoring Carolina or Vegas 9-1. And that's the angle I'm going to look at. Now, the money line for the third period in this game still sees Carolina laying some pretty good juice. So I'm going to opt for a third period puck line wager on the Carolina Hurricanes minus a half a goal at odds of +124. So there you see it. This is the best wager I'm going to make tonight. This is the one I recommend to you. Every one of you should be able to, if you have a legal sports book in the United States, every one of you should have a line for this in the third period of this game. Carolina minus a half a goal in the third period at odds of +124. And that's a third period puck line wager, folks. So again, Carolina minus a half a goal at odds of +124 as a third period puck line wager. So basically, Carolina just has to outscore Las Vegas in the third period of tonight's game. And like I touched upon, 9-1, they've outscored the Golden Knights in the last 3 games during third period action. So that's the best route to go, in my opinion. I feel very confident with that, and you should as well. So if you want to follow my advice, I highly suggest you do so. That's the route to go in this game. And if you don't, that's fine too. Thank you for viewing today's video. Folks, don't forget, baseball special going on right now. Major League Baseball right through the World Series. And you can get the rest of the entirety of the season for $449. That amounts to an average of $3.20 per day, folks. This special is a limited time. It only goes through Father's Day. So take advantage of that right now. $449. The rest of the regular season, postseason, and World Series for that price, folks. And that amounts to an average of $3.20 per day. Also, don't forget the 365-day all-access plan. And you can get that from me right now for $1,499. It's $100 off the regular price. It amounts to a little more, about $4.25 per day, $99 per month, or a little over that. I'm sorry, that was for the other special. So let me correct that. $4.25 per day on average. Of course, you can't buy it for $4.25. It's just the average. But why should you entertain buying that 365-day all-access pass from me? Well, folks, I'm up 172 units of net profit since May 13th of 2025. That's going on 13 months. That's not a fluke, folks, when the sample size is that large and the winning is at that rate. So you're going to get all sports, all premium picks from yours truly, including my 5% best bets with this package. And on top of that, we are going to give you a 25% off bonus coupon toward any other purchase with any other handicapper over at WagerTalk.com for the entirety of that 365 days, and it's unlimited usage. So take advantage of that. $1,499, 365-day all-access pass amounts to $4.25 per day. And again, I gave you the record and why you should contemplate doing that. If you're in it for the long haul and you want to grind it out and make a profit like I have for you over the last 13 months, this is the best route to go, folks. Till the next time, for Ross the Boss Benjamin and Wager Talk TV, we remind you to hit that like button, also to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Take care and God bless, folks.